Quarter four is coming. Today we're going to talk about long-term storage fees for Amazon FBA. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Joe Amazon. Every week we bring you relevant information about selling on Amazon, making money online, and entrepreneurship. So if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. So today we're going to be talking about excess inventory, long-term storage fees, and what the real costs are on Amazon. So I'm going to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to take you over to my computer and I'll walk you through it. So what are long-term storage fees? Effectively, long-term storage fees are just what they say, what it sounds like. They're for products that are not selling. So if you have a widget that sells 5 a month and you send in 5,000, you're going to be charged a long-term storage fee because you're sending in way too much inventory. So that's going to have two effects. One, it's going to charge you a long-term storage fee, and two, it's going to affect your inventory performance rating. So that's a number you can look up in your Amazon Seller Central. But if that gets too low, it's below 350, I think, it really affects your ability to send in items. So what they'll do is they'll limit the amount of storage that you can use. So generally you have unlimited amount of storage available to you. You could send in 1 million products if you wanted to. And as long as they were selling, that's fine. If your inventory performance index falls below 350, then they start to limit you and say, hey, listen, you can't send in that many. We're going to limit your storage to the minimum is 25 cubic feet. So it's not like nothing, but so there's some things you can do to manipulate that. So if you get the warning, don't panic. They send you a warning ahead of time. Like I got when I felt the 328, and there's a couple reasons for that. And I was able to bring it back up real quickly before it kicked in. I didn't have any problems. So just pay attention to it. If you're having trouble selling items, again, you can put them on sale. There's different things you can do. You don't have to default to a big panic. Which brings me to long-term storage fees. So if you have too much inventory, you're going to pay long-term storage fees. So I got a ton of questions on this. People seem to be scared to death. And they're throwing out some huge numbers. Which, for me, honestly, I've been doing this for a couple years, 2-3 years now. And I haven't paid enough in long-term storage fees to even really pay attention to it. The only time long-term storage fees are going to affect you is if you have products that don't sell. So if your products are selling, which is the whole idea, you're never going to have to pay long-term storage fees, or if you are, they're going to be very minimal. So I'm going to take you to my computer. I'm going to show you exactly how to check your long-term storage fees. I'll show you why it's scary for people, because it is. Like mine was a huge number, over $3,000 when I first looked at it for one product. So I can see the reason for panic. But anyways, and it do go up. They're more expensive in quarter four. So if you're way overstocked on some things, you may want to consider pulling some back. But let's go to the computer and we'll take a look. All right, so here we are in Manage Excess Inventory. So as I said, when you first look at this, look at my estimated cost, $3,045. So I think a lot of people look at this and then assume that that's what it's going to cost, and it scares the crap out of them, which it would for me too. And actually, I was quite alarmed when I first looked at this. In this case, I only have one product that's subject to long-term storage fees. And to put that in perspective, yesterday I sent in, I think, almost 600 items. So it's really not a big deal. For me, there's a reason. This is kind of a seasonal product that I sent in early, which I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't feel like storing it. So anyways, that's why the storage fees. But when you hover over this, if you look at this, next month I'm only paying $15. So that $3,000 is over 3 years at the current sell-through rate. So if nothing sold in 3 years, I think I've only sold 4 in the last 90 days, which, like I said, there's a reason for that. But if it kept that pace, that's what it would cost me over 3 years. The reality is next month it's costing me $15 in total storage fees on a product that sells for $40. So in reality, this isn't that big a deal. They're putting these huge numbers out there, I think, to scare you into either recalling your inventory or putting things on sale or whatever. But at least for me, when you break it down, it's, over a year it's $1,000, over 2 years it's $2,000, and over 3 years it would be $3,000. But in reality, next month it's only $15. So anyways, hasn't been a big deal for me. I'm also going to show you, here's my reports on what I paid for storage fees at the last quarterly, right? So I only had 8 items that I paid any storage fees on. Actually, it looks like 7. So this one was $3. I actually ended up pulling that product because it was not selling well. It was a retail arbitrage product. This is one of my private label products. I paid $12. I just had a little excess in there. But it's been selling pretty good. So again, that's not a big deal to me. $3 this one I recalled because it was just a dud RA product that I only paid $1 for anyways. This one I pulled, so I won't have that one again. Same with this one. This 12 cents, I don't even know what that's. One of my private label products that's actually out of stock, so I'm not sure why I paid 12 cents, but it's only 12 cents. And then this one's $1.64. They actually have sold out. I don't have any more of those. So anyways, when you look at the total, it's less than 30 bucks. So again, in the framework of how many products I send in, that's nothing. It's not even worth, for me anyways, it's not even worth worrying about. So anyhow, if you want to know where to do this, you can go to Seller Central Reports and then your long-term storage fee charges. And then that's it. Pretty simple. It breaks it all down for you, tells you what you're going to pay. You can also look at your Manage Excess Inventory page. Again, that's going to tell you exactly what you're going to pay. And if you hover over it, it'll tell you when you're going to pay. So I see a lot of people pulling their products, having them shipped. I've even had people ship stuff to me, just done them a favor, gave them my address, as opposed to disposing of it. But anyways, it's not. There's other ways to unload your inventory. So think about using promotions. Think about lowering your price, creating a sale, doing some giveaways, whatever, to avoid your long-term storage fees. But again, for me, it's not a big deal. The only time it's going to be a big deal is if you're not selling product. So there you go. That's what long-term storage fees are about. Again, it's nothing to panic about. To frame it, I sent in just yesterday almost 600 units of different items, probably 25 different SKUs to Amazon. So I do sell thousands and thousands and thousands of items, and I'm sure I didn't pay $100 in the entirety of last year. So if you're getting a lot of long-term storage fees, the problem is not storage. The problem is the product. It's just not selling for some reason. So move on to a different product or swallow hard, pull it back, whatever you have to do. But you probably need to make an adjustment in your business if you're paying a lot of long-term storage fees. Just not an issue for me. So there you go. Focus on Q4. It's coming up fast. I'll be doing a video on that soon. Thanks for watching. If this helped you out, be sure and drop a like. And appreciate any comments. See you next time.